Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Geminis out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time for you. See what we got, my guides. What's up with the Geminis here? So we keep moving through the year. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But here we go. Let's rock. What do we got for Gemini here, please? And thank you, my guides. So keep on moving. Thank you. Yeah, that card came out super quick. And this does remind me a little bit of the Eight of Swords whenever I see this bound up angel, huh? Okay. So this could be somebody feeling like their hands are tied in some sort of regard. Hopefully you're not having feelings like cabin fever in some sort of way. That can mean a lot of different things. There's a lot of nuance to that card. But before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's have a look at this striking imagery. This card has always stood out to me whenever when I first got this deck, like years ago, when I saw this card, it was like, wow, like that is a striking piece of imagery. We see this beautiful angel, looks like an archangel, bound up by this red ribbon of some sort. So when I see it, it invokes a lot of emotion in me. For a lot of you, yes, it could be somebody that's feeling trapped or constrained in some sort of way. On the minor side, it could be things like cabin fever, like you might need to get out a little bit, or there could be something you were wanting to break free from. But a big thing with this card to me is, I don't want to say this is a self-induced type of energy, but when I see it, it does remind me of that overthinking Eight of Swords type of vibe. So watch out for things like stress and anxiety whenever this card shows up, because this is an indicator, if not someone feeling trapped, someone trapped in their own head overthinking. And once again, it doesn't have to be you. This could just be someone you're linked to that's just thinking about something, thinking. So we'll see if we still get little hints of this throughout the whole reading. We're going to place that angel right there, right? Could break free from that ribbon whenever they want, right? They have that sword right there. But let's get into the tarot. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. So let's shuffle it up here one time for you, Gemini. Let's see what we got. And let's talk about last week's reading while we do it. So last week's reading was titled A Big Mistake. And the reason it was titled that wasn't necessarily me saying that, hey, a lot of Geminis, you're going to mess up, you're going to make a big mistake. No, to me, it did feel for a lot of you that there could have been someone around you that feels like, I messed that one up in some sort of way. There was a feeling of regret. There was a feeling of like miscalculation. So whenever I see something in the reading, I'm going to give it to you straight. So let's see what we have for you this week. I do always say readings could bleed over from week to week, so I would still just keep your head on a swivel during the coming week. But yes, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take it how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Okay, let's get it going here. Let's get 3 cards for the Geminis, please. Okay, yeah, that card popped out before I even started shuffling, and I'm just going to take it. You know me, I only read jumpers, and I like this card. We got the 6 of Pentacles. This is movement that we're starting with, even though it's earth energy. Could be lots of things. Let's get you 2 more. Gotta take it. Like when it flutters out of the deck like that, I'm not sure if you were able to see that. Okay. We got the 6 of Wands here, Gemini. We might be making a little bit of a turn of energy this week, and you know I like that. So let's get that 6 of Wands out there. One more. Repeating 6s. Okay. Could be a good angel number. And we got the 3 of Wands here on the back end. Big manifestation vibes. Lots of fire happening here, Gemini. We're going to have to talk about this. I find this week's spread very intriguing. I feel like there's going to be a lot of subtleties here. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously I first noticed the elements whenever I do a reading. We got the double fire on the back end. Fire is an internal type of energy that gets expressed externally. So when I see it, I think of passion, desire, making moves, taking actions, and it could be very, very positive, but at the same time, it could be a little chaotic or hectic. We also have earth right here on the front end. repeating numbers, repeating sixes. So spirit might be trying to talk to you in some sort of way, especially with the angel in the very beginning. But let's go through one by one and we'll start to piece this together. So position number one, we got the Six of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. You see the imagery here. We have this person standing with the scale, giving away those coins. So to me, this is a very charitable type of energy. It's a very giving energy. It's equal, it's balanced. So there could be something you're wanting to make right, or somebody could be wanting to make something right with you. Since there are scales here, I do say this card has karmic undertones to it. Okay, so whether it's karmic cycles or, once again, making something right, but there could be something or someone that wants to give their energy to you or something when we have this card. And yes, it is also equality and stuff like that. I often see this card with gift giving. Okay, so maybe you're shopping around wanting to buy a gift for someone or vice versa. This is one of my cards of like gifts or surprises. So I do love the Six of Pentacles. I often see it when it's a sign's birthday season. So maybe some of you have some important dates coming up in August. Okay, like important days, anniversaries, things like that. Doesn't have to be. But moving to the center, we do have the Six of Wands. Beautiful energy on its face. Now, every card is a double-edged sword. They have positives and negatives. Let's talk about the positives. This to me is a card of victory. This to me is a card of triumph, overcoming something, gaining recognition for the things that you've done. If you put forth a lot of hard work, if you put forth a lot of effort, this is getting that recognition and the notoriety. This is also a card that shows up when somebody could be gaining some spotlight in some sort of way, or just the recognition. It's beautiful. So when we see this, we think of wins and victories. However, this card can also represent the ego in some sort of way. So the clarifier is going to be very important, because sometimes this card could tell us like somebody you're linked to might be a little egotistical, right? Somebody might feel like they walk on water, or that they're God's gift to everyone. So I'm not going to completely go that route just yet. We just have to see what shows up as we clarify. But this could be a very, very good thing. I will say, on its face, this spread is looking positive to start. When we have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, now we're moving to the Three of Wands on the back end. Interesting. Although this guy's energy, his back is turned to us, to me, this is a huge card of something that's coming your way. This is a very magnetic type of vibe. The Three of Wands is all about manifesting. It's all about creating. And when I see it, I think of something that is just within reach. It's almost there. It's coming your way. And it's giving me that vibe, especially with all this moving, flowing type of energy in the front end. There could be a magnetic energy around the Geminis where various things, various people could be drawn to you. And this card doesn't always give me that magnetism, but I'm feeling it now. I'm not supposed to get intuitive just yet, but I'm getting that vibe that there could be a magnetism and things flowing towards Gemini in a big way. People and good things. But a downside of the Three of Wands is it could be somebody who is in a waiting position, or somebody who's not willing to move, not willing to act, something that may have stalled out. So when we have this movement, stop, that's something we need to be cognizant of. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends, please. What do we got, my guides? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Gemini, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Six of Pentacles, please. Who was one? All right, yeah. So, yeah, someone's planning something here, and it doesn't feel bad to me. We have more fire. We have more wands. We have more action. The Two of Wands here. Very similar vibe to the Three of Wands that we have on the diagonal cross here. Now, the Two of Wands to me is strategic. It's choice-based. It's plan-based. And when I see it under a card that's very giving, like the Six of Pentacles, a lot of you could be in for some sort of nice surprise here. There could be somebody that's planning an action towards you of some sort, and it feels good. It feels positive so far. So if you've been waiting on that in some form or fashion, if there's something you've been waiting on or someone you've been waiting on, those energies could start flowing towards you. I'm still getting that magnetism on the back end. This could represent somebody making the right choice, making the right decision, moving into a better time, a more equal time. So we're starting very good here. But I do once again feel like this is somebody about to surprise you in some sort of way, whether it is via gift giving or making action towards you. And we'll really see what the action could be when we get to that Three of Wands. I feel like that's really going to tie everything up for us in a nice, neat little bow. But I like this Two of Wands here. But the one thing I do have to caution once again, I know I was speaking about the fire energy, how it could be very good, could be very action-oriented, but it can be unpredictable. So maybe these good things are going to come in unpredictable ways that you don't see. But I'm feeling positivity so far, and I think that's what counts here in this front end. Okay, whether it is somebody's actions that are surprising towards you or just them making an action, it feels positive. So we're going to keep moving over to the Six of Wands. For some of you, maybe you've made the right choice, right decision as well, okay? Or you're on a very good path. Let's see why that Six of Wands is here. I don't want to overcomplicate it and give too many messages because then it gets all mucky and confusing. So let's see what's up with that Six of Wands. Why is that Six of Wands here? Thank you. Okay, yeah, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse underneath. This is giving me interesting vibes, my friends. Okay, like, yeah, I'm not paying attention to any of that. Okay, I'm not going to pay attention to that. Like, a lot of you might be on that positivity mindset, and if you're not, Spirit might be asking you to go that route. When I see the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's usually rough when we see the Ace of Swords in reverse. It could represent hidden things, but once again, I was already talking about surprising actions. This could be a surprising victory that you don't see coming, because when we get this Ace of Swords, it's a card of truth. It's a card of logic. It's a card of like just trying to use the brain. And it's a card of seeing things clearly. When I see it in reverse, it's something that could be obscured. So for a lot of you, it could be an unexpected win, an unexpected victory. We have a lot of this surprising energy up front, and I really like it, Gemini. The Ace of Swords in reverse, yes, it could be rough things. I'm going to reiterate that, but intuitively to me, the reason I was chuckling in the very beginning is like, I feel for a lot of you, you can't be bothered with certain people's opinions. Like, listen, I don't care what they have to say. I don't care what they think. I'm going to keep doing me. A lot of you could be very much like hyper-focused on your happiness or positivity in general, which is generally a good place to be, right? If you're focusing on your happiness and the happiness of those closest to you, that's a good place to be. So maybe that's advice for some of you from Spirit. Like, listen, stay hyper-focused on you and your situation. Don't let this person, that person, what they say, what they think affect anything. And I don't think you do anyway, Gemini. But with this Ace of Swords, once again, we have these surprising energies, but in a good way. So a surprising or unexpected victory could be popping in for a lot of you. We're going to go in on that Three of Wands, because once again, I've been feeling this magnetic energy. We have a lot of low number cards popping up now, which could be good for new things. So why is this Three of Wands here? Let's see what this manifesting with this magnetic energy I've been feeling is about. What is that Three of Wands here for Gemini? Thank you. And I'm not seeing it coming. All right, yeah, we have the High Priestess in reverse. So whereas like we have the mental side of not seeing something coming, this is a card of intuition, like not feeling it coming. So it's like we have energies of the surprising, the unexpected in every single alignment in this week's reading, my friends. Now, with the High Priestess in reverse, maybe there's a water sign you're connected to that's not in the greatest place right now, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But when I see her in reverse here, this doesn't feel bad to me. Once again, I feel like the energy is moving towards you magnetically. Whether you understand how it's happening, whether you don't, like someone or something is coming towards you quick. And I would brace for it, especially with all this energy. Like, you don't see things coming, you made the right choice, you set something in motion. Now the good times could be rolling in for a lot of Geminis, okay? Now I know you guys could be going through a lot of different things, but I'm feeling the magnetic shift of energy for the Geminis in a very positive way. So someone or something, and I always use the catchphrase, here it comes or here they come, brace for it, get ready for it. That's what I'm feeling here on the back end. Like, you don't see it coming intellectually, you don't feel it coming energetically, but there's good things popping up. Let's go through very positive reading this week, Gemini. I love it. We're going to go through and give a quick recap before the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Wands in the upright. I did feel like this could be like a surprise or a gift of some sort for some of you, or someone making a move that you don't see coming. For a portion of you, maybe you've made the right choice or right decision and you're on a very good path, which is nice, but we have this surprise all the way through. Getting to the center, we have the Six of Wands with the Ace of Swords in reverse, the fire-air combo linking in here. To me, this felt more like, yeah, you don't see it coming. A lot of you could just be hyper-focused, like, I'm not paying attention to what they think. I'm not paying attention to what they say. I'm focused on me and those I care most about. That's a big vibe I'm catching here. But once again, the unexpected wins and victories, surprise. I know I keep repeating it, but that's what I've been feeling the whole time, which is nice. Even if you're going through a tough time. On the back end, we have the Three of Wands with the High Priestess in reverse. So you don't see it mentally, you don't feel it energetically, but good things are coming, and this magnetic energy is just pulling towards Gemini. That here it comes, here they come. I already said that, but it feels good. Maybe there's a water sign you're connected to that's going through a tough time, but please take a screenshot. This feels much better than the last couple of weeks, Gemini, that's for sure. So if you've been going through a tough time, things could be shifting. We're going to get you a shadow card here, so let's shuffle it up. What do we got for Gemini, please, in the shadows? Lots of wins and victories here. It could be monetarily, it could be things amping you up, my friends. It's nice. So let's see what we have for Gemini, please. What is in the shadows? And I always like to end off a reading with a shadow card. I feel like it's a nice introspective thing to do. Thank you. Look within. Okay, we have the Death card. Don't be nervous about this card. Don't be nervous about any card ever. But the Death card could represent a connection you have with a Scorpio that is still lingering with you. Aside from that, this is a karmic card. It's a cycle-based type of card. For a portion of you, may have been something that has closed out, or an ending of some sort that is still lingering with you. Now, I know people heal on different timelines. Sometimes it takes people longer to really grieve or heal from something. And that's what this Death card could represent. But for another portion of you, the fact that it's in the shadows could possibly be a good thing. Because remember, this is a card of the cycles changing. This is a phoenix rising from its ashes. That's what we think of with the Death card, transformation, change. So for a lot of you, you could be moving into a very big metamorphosis in this time. You might just need to strap in for it. But Gemini, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Let's put Death right over there. So yeah, please don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witches Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.